And first I want to thank and congratulate Mark for what he's been able to do in guiding the Frost Foundation. I feel kind of sad and sentimental about him. So, but I'm awfully happy to win the Frost Prize, which has always stood out to me as a worthy prize to strive for, and I sure have striven for it. So, because American poets, especially those of us who write in form, are deeply indebted to Robert Frost for the example that his poems set for us, and to win a prize named for him is a great honor. So, thank you to the Frost Foundation and to Kathleen Aquanic for choosing my poem. Now, as I said, I've been striving for this for a long time. Many of my poems have gotten honorable mentions in the past. And I thought that the closest chance I ever had was a poem called The Bat. But that year, Mark asked me to introduce Deborah Warren, so I had to withdraw that poem. So it would have been The Bat, but instead it's The Bug. This poem that I wrote to you today is about a bug. I even brought you a little picture of it. You probably can't see it from where you are, but I'm sure you've seen it in your house. and people think that this is a stink bug, but in fact it's a little longer than a stink bug. It's shaped the same way. It's really a western conifer bug, and it comes from the Pacific Northwest, but it's spread out across. It's very common now around here, but it wasn't 10 years or so. And the funny thing about that is, when I see him in my house, he doesn't ever move. And then you think of how far he's come to get to where he is now. Now there's three words I want to address before I start reading the poem. One of them is Gehenna, which is the Hebrew phrase for the destination for the wicked. But I'm using it basically as an equivalent of hell. And which I suppose it is. It's not quite. And then exoskeletal, which is to have your skeleton on the outside, not like us, but like a bug, right? Although some of the people out there might have their skeletons on the outside. And then thanatophobe, which is, thanatophobia is fear of death. So a thanatophobe is someone who's, got that fear, and that kind of might include all of us, right? So a thanatophobe. Now the poem is called Mid-November House Guest, which is this little bug. Maybe I'll wait for this with these people. When you get an audience, I'm not going to get as much. Hurry. Mid-November house guest. Because he never seems to move, I wonder how he got to where he's standing still. The slow, painstaking insect barely flinches when I touch his eyelash like antenna. He started toward stopping long ago. His life's a drawn-out pilgrimage of inches. No fretful vacillation of the will, no panic, no unthinking flight, no blunder out of the frying pan into Gehenna. He's acting on an instinct to be slow. This afternoon he idles on the globe, mingling with the newsprint. The headlines treat him like the frivolous calligraphy he seems. 2 columns forge the long decline he's clawed to, elbowing his spindly serif. No exoskeletal thanatophobe, he stands his ground and calmly holds the line, as though supporting Sullivan for sheriff. But I presume to know my guest too well. Anthropomorphism is impolite. He's not the Fly or Gregor Samsa's cousin. He's not himself. But who am I to say? He doesn't want to do annoying things I would expect of him, like swarming, buzzing, dropping G's. He stays inside at night, retreating ever deeper in his shell. He's shocked. He's too far gone to fly away. He's got the winter weighing on his wings.